Hello, my name is Matthew Leonard, and it is my pleasure to welcome you in person and virtually to Ceph Days New York, hosted at Bloomberg. I apologize again in advance. My remarks this morning will require me to wear two hats, and I will have to jump back and forth between them. So, as this is a Ceph Day, first and foremost, I am a member of the Ceph board, the Ceph community, and a Ceph user. In my day job, however, what pays the bills, I manage storage engineering for Bloomberg Engineering. So before we get started today, I would like to say a couple of thank yous. First, to the Bloomberg events, facilities, and AV, catering teams, and the countless other people who are responsible for the behind-the-scenes magic that makes this day and this event happen. Mike Perez, who liaises with the board and the community to get these events on the calendar and off the ground. And finally, to the board members who volunteer their copious amounts of spare time to go through the CFPs and put together the programming that you are about to see today. So, without the dedication of these people, we wouldn't be able to get the community together in one place to talk about Ceph and its place in the world as a premier open source software-defined storage platform. So please join me in a round of applause for all the people who helped make today possible. So. So I know some of you I don't. So at this point, a lot of you are probably wondering, why am I sitting in a financial and media company's office in a skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan, and why is this bozo talking to me? These are very fair questions, and I will answer them. So in order for me to answer these questions, I'll need to put my day job hat back on, and you'll have to indulge me in a little bit of storytelling, right? So there are some of my colleagues here in the room, and I can already see they're rolling their eyes at me because I have the proclivity to be a bit loquacious, but too bad for them. Data is at the heart of Bloomberg's technologies, and they produce, distribute, and protect some of the most critical and valuable data in global business today. And at the center of our compute and storage infrastructure is our next generation cloud platform. This is a cloud compute platform and an S3 platform. These platforms are responsible for serving billions, with a B, of unique S3 requests per day, leveraging some of the latest Ceph features such as multi-site, and also providing tens of thousands of virtual machine instances worldwide. Our compute and storage platforms, while serving very different use cases, do have something in common. You can probably guess what that is. They both leverage Ceph. This is a Ceph day. Excuse me, I just need a glass of water. With the support of our CTO office's open source program office team, it's a mouthful, they're over there in the corner. Give a wave. We are just starting on our Ceph development journey. While our contributions to the mainline Ceph codebase have been modest, to be very polite to us, we have been engaged with you, the community, for years, mainly reporting issues and verifying fixes in the code itself. While not necessarily pushing upstream features, we have been working on projects related to the larger Ceph ecosystem for our enterprise use cases at scale here. So a couple of these projects that we've been working on, and we will talk about one today, is we have a real-time distributed layer 7 quality of service stack for S3, which is pretty cool. And we also have been working on telemetry gathering en masse for Ceph, which is a talk that Bloomberg's own Nathan Hode is somewhere. He will be giving this afternoon. There he is over there. I got an out of hand here. Sorry. Okay. So basically, what we are looking to do is, although again we aren't pushing mainstream features yet, we do want to get active in the community and stay active with you. And we are looking for ways to help ensure that Ceph remains vibrant and viable component of modern cloud computing for years and years to come. So I hope that the little story here has provided greater context into why you're actually at a Bloomberg office and what our commitment to the Ceph project is and why we were looking forward to hosting all of you here today. So as I close out my remarks, to those of you in the community who whom we already know. It is really great to see you guys again in person. With the pandemic and travel restrictions and stuff, it's been a while since we could all get together in person. So it is very genuinely lovely to see you all again. And for those of you who are meeting for the first time today, we hope to make your acquaintance. We hope to see you guys around at other conferences and talks. So with that, welcome to Ceph Day New York, and on behalf of Bloomberg Engineering, we are honored to host you, and we hope you enjoy your day here with us. Thank you.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Ceph Days New York City. It's been a lot of planning work on this, and so glad to see everything coming together and glad to see familiar faces, new faces in the community. So yeah, let's get it started. First off, I'd like to thank Bloomberg, as well as the event team, catering, everybody that Matthew Leonard mentioned. They've been a tremendous help in getting this event together, and it's been a pleasure working with them. Also, I would like to thank the Ceph community as well. Without you guys, this event wouldn't happen. We need content, and we need engineers working upstream. So without your help, yeah, we wouldn't have an event. And also, I'd like to thank all of the contributors who work upstream, who are working on the different projects. You can see that we grow year after year, and more and more contributors adding on in total of our different releases. However, though, one thing I would like to highlight is while we are growing, we're also having a retention problem. On average, we lose about 30 contributors in the community every year, and but we also somehow, gain a little bit more, and we're steadily growing. And I guess by me bringing this up, I just noting a problem here that hopefully we could grow more as a community, bring more people in, figure out more ways to make it more welcoming to contribute to the project. It could be a little bit daunting because while Ceph is complex to get started on, we do need to somehow grow. Then I also like to thank the Ceph Foundation as well. Without them, we wouldn't, and what I mean is, but without all the board members, all the sponsors that we have, we wouldn't have any of the events that we have that are coming up, and we wouldn't have all the planning that we have for travel support, different funds like that that support the community. And then also the Linux Foundation as well. They've been a tremendous help in planning our events as well as helping us run a foundation. So the Ceph Foundation, I would like to say it was started back in 2018, and we started off with 32 members. The board exists to help with funds for different events, as well as I mentioned before, travel support, providing some technical input as well. And then we also have in our governance, we have a Ceph leadership team, which helps manage different components of Ceph and different parts. And then along with that, we have the Ceph Council, which is 3 members, Neha Ajah and Josh Durgan and Dan Vanster. And also I help as well, just in terms of different decisions and how we do events and some of the technical direction as well. Our achievements, we had CephLCon in 2019. Unfortunately, during the pandemic, it's been tough to get another CephLCon going. We had Seoul, for example, in South Korea, and then we also tried to plan for Portland. But I'm excited to say that we will be having a CephLCon in Amsterdam, and that'll be April 16th through the 18th. Along with that, we had a ton of Ceph days that we've been doing since 2018 all over the world, Amsterdam, India, and then in the US as well, and in China, and Poland. Those in London, those are some that are coming up to me. But we've just been having them everywhere, and it's been a pleasure working with different members in the community in these different regions to make these events happen. And if you want to plan a Ceph Day, please reach out to me. I would gladly use your help. We had a new website as well that we launched. It's at ceph.io. It looks really great. I'd like to give a shout out to Soft Iron as well for making that happen because they were a great part in implementing it. And then along with that, I'd like to thank the people like at Intel, for example, and ARM that provide us hardware in our community cage so that we can do testing on the code upstream. Oh, one last thing. The Market Dev Working Group. Take a look at the on the main website, go to the Discover Ceph page, and take a look at the Ceph report that we put together. It's quite good. And then here are some of our premier members that are part of the Ceph Foundation. I would like to thank each and one of the board members as well for helping to plan various things. And then as well as our general members and our associate members, which all come from academic areas. Upcoming events, as I mentioned, Ceph Days, they're constant. We have a ton coming up. So Southern California is going to be one on March 9th. We have CephLaCon in Amsterdam, April 16th through the 18th. And then also Ceph Days India and Ceph Days Vancouver that is also being planned to be co-located with Open Infra. And then we have Ceph in Korea as well. South Korea will be in Seoul on June 16th as well. So please join us for those events, get the word out. Also consider submitting a presentation as well. And thank you everyone for your time. I hope you all enjoy Ceph Days here. If you need to reach out to me, I'll be right at that table. And then also you can reach out to me in email if you want to help with any events. So thank you.